Hi, this is a foreigner in the Philippines. Well, about 6 months ago, we used to look at this little house that is in the background here, and we used to wish that we could help the family that had started the house and couldn't afford to finish it, and they're living in it unfinished now. We haven't actually looked inside the house at all, but they did manage to get the cladding done and get some windows in. But we saw the family yesterday, and actually coincidentally they helped us to put the plywood back on the truck that had fallen off. But we called this a secret house because we were going to come in and we were going to do the cladding on the house, just the cladding on the house, because they weren't living there at the time, and we were just going to come in and do it like as a secret little good deed. But then coincidentally they just came in and they managed to do the cladding themselves, so that kind of put that little good deed on hold. But we're looking at it and we've called it the secret house ever since, even though it's not a secret. But it's on an absolutely beautiful place in the mountains. There's no power, there's no water to the house, but now they're living there. It's a family of 5. They don't have very much, like all of the cases. Most of the cases that we try to deal with really are down on rock bottom and they need a hand up. So we're going to try to be doing some help on this and get some labour in and see if we can't help it. But just look at the house and look at the scene. You can see right over here, the dark spot right on that dark line is Cebu, the island of Cebu, and then in the foreground the darker one is the next island over. In fact, I think, isn't that Grandma's Island?
Yeah, Grandma's Island. And then that house there, as you can see, that there's some laundry. That's their house there.
That's the old house that
yeah. They're still living there because it's not finished here.
Oh, okay. So we're going to look now and see what has to be done and get some idea of what the cost will be. So this is a very simple, this is a traditional house build. This is the way that Nanai's house is built. This part here is on stilts, and that raises it, and that will be the 2 bedrooms. And then in here, this is what Nanai calls the cellar, and this is exactly the same design as Nanai's. And so what will happen is into the doorway here, and then we'll be coming along and probably build up to maybe 5 courses, maybe 4 or 5 courses of hollow block, and then the rest will be in wood frame and then clad like this. So, but you can see here, tiny rooms. This is about 6 feet by maybe 8 on. That's it. The room is the bed. This is all bamboo strip, just bamboo strip, so it gets a flow of air through. And then this, in an ideal world, this will be leveled and concrete. So
yeah, they have already some materials, some hollow blocks and ballast.
Yeah. So they've got some. So probably we're looking at coming along under here and putting in another wall there, up to 5, up to here, and coming along. There'll be a door out here, I expect, either that or outside. It looks like they have some gravel. No, they have sand. So this is how they have to bring it up. The man has a tricycle, but it's one of those commercial tricycles that's just like a big wire cage for carrying stuff. So they've been shipping stuff up here. They're 3 little boys. We've featured. It's 2 boys and a girl, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 boys and 1 girl.
So it's 2 boys and a girl, and we featured them many times unknowingly in still photography, because they're here, and often they seem to be with carabao. Yes?
Carabao and their cows, but their
Carabao.
cows and carabao and also some goats is not their own.
They're not.
They're just been,
They shepherd them.
yes, shepherded.
Okay.
And if the carabao and the cow has some baby, it's like a share.
It's a share.
Yeah.
Okay, so they get a share in any of the offspring of the carabao. And there's this beautiful mango tree.
Tabi. Yeah.
In fact, there's two huge mango trees. Look.
Yeah, and
Another one
there's
over
no
there.
electricity here because it's far from
Right.
neighbor.
Right. There's nobody that they can take electricity from. But what we're hoping to do, and we still have a whole solar setup that we were going to use somewhere else, and we're going to try to divert that. Our friend Stephen from Hong Kong above, is it?
Yeah, HK from above. HK from
HK
above.
from above. And he runs the drone, and he takes photographs of Hong Kong and various places, and we've had him as a guest here before, and he's coming again. He has a religious seminar to go to, and he's going to be coming here, and we're going to try and press gang him into coming and fixing up some kind of solar setup here. We have the stuff, and he can do it. So they would have light and possibly be able to charge a cell phone and maybe run a TV for a couple of hours a night, something like that. That's what we're hoping. So that's the plan, and that's what we're going to be working on. And this was just like an introductory video just to show you. So you can see actually they've done very well on their own.
Yeah,
That's
but I
one.
think this has already been a year of making.
Right, but the point that I'm trying to make is that they've done this by themselves.
Yeah, bit
They're
by
not,
bit.
They're not sitting there waiting, for someone else to do it for them. They've got a fair bit of materials here for doing some of the rest of the wall, and then the main thing will be in getting gravel up to the site, which they will be able to do, buying it by the bag. We could give them the money for that, and then they could get the gravel up here, and then you can see where they've been mixing the gravel there. So with a bit of help we could hit that whole area there and put a concrete floor in, and that would be a tremendous help on the way for them. And 3 small children, this is a perfect scenario for us, where you see a great deal of change. So this is A Foreigner in the Philippines. Thanks for looking in, and we're on our way to Ubay now, and Larry has already texted out this morning and said that the Peps, his colleague, has the wheelchair for Desiree. So big stuff today. Going to get the wheelchair, plus we're going to have a look at the Dancing Man's house and see how that's going. And then we have another project which we have coming up there, which I think we've already got a little bit of funding for, and that is finishing the 4-year house.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Ronan, for that.
We call it the 4-year house because they've been trying to work on it, like this family. They've been trying to work on building their house for 4 years, and it's just a concrete shell with a roof at the moment. Quite a lot like this, really, just a shell. Can't be lived in, but it's there. So we're going to be giving them a helping hand, thanks to Ronan, who has just arrived, and we've just met him, and already he's making a difference.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
and whatever remaining left over on the Dancing Man's house from model, we're going to use it for that 4-year-old house.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So please like, comment, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Have a good day. Good morning.